Dear friends, for the month of May, the month of Mary, let us meditate daily on the invocations of her litany. Daily Litany to Our Lady. Please donate to help us restore Mary's Church in Belfast, the Church of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Go to gofundme.com/restore-immaculate. Let us crown Our Lady this May as the Queen of Heaven and Earth. 15th consideration, Mater Purissima, Mother most pure. God hath cleansed, do not thou call common. First point, Mary may very justly be compared to the moon, for in Holy Writ she is styled pulchra ut luna, fair as the moon. And it is said of her, she has the moon under her feet. This is significant of nothing else than the purity of Mary, of whom even the most unpleasant August must say, Tota pulchra es et macula non est in te. Thou art all fair, and there is not a spot in thee. God indeed is always a lover of purity. Thus the ark was covered with the purest gold. John saw the streets of heaven glittering with the most precious stones. The Lord exclusively selected sheep without blemish for the sacrifices. Who then can reasonably doubt that God has selected the purest of mothers? Second point. We must particularly observe that Mary is said to be tota pulchra, all fair. From this we must infer that not the smallest stain, not even the stain of original sin, was to be found in her. If we reflect for a moment, we shall find that this is quite in accordance with reason. For who, I ask, can believe that Christ had selected as the mother one who had been disobedient like Eve, one who had stretched forth her hand to the forbidden fruit in violation of the divine command, one who had been for any period of time, no matter how short, subjected to the power of the devil? We are assured that, of all his maidens, King Ahasuerus selected the fairest. Even so, we may piously believe that Christ, in selecting a mother, made choice of one who was tota pulchra, all fair, one even without the stain of original sin. Third point, according to the subjoined text, that which God has cleansed, do not thou call common. If then God selected a pure mother, she was not communiter, commonly pure, but she was of such purity that her purity is shared by no other in common with her. Therefore, as John had been purified from original sin even in his mother's womb, so Mary, as the mother of God, certainly merited a more exalted favor, was entirely preserved even from original sin. Otherwise, her purity would have been common and scarcely superior to the purity of John. Prayer. O Mary, all fair, most pure Mother, I believe firmly in thy Immaculate Conception. I defend it. I regard thee as emblematical of that Egyptian land which had been exempted from all imposts or tribute. I regard thee as bearing a similitude to Solomon's temple, in the erection of which no hammer's sound was heard. I regard thee as like the orient sun, ascending through a serene and cloudless eastern sky, and at the same time, our most pure Mother, who though thou hatest sin, hatest not sinners, who though thou hatest the stains, hatest not the stained. I supplicate thee, never turn away thine eyes from me, but secure for me that I may depart from this life pure and unstained by the guilt of any grievous sin. Mother most pure, pray for us. If you have enjoyed this meditation, please donate to help us restore Mary's Church in Belfast, the Church of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Go to gofundme.com/restore-immaculate. Let us crown Our Lady this May as the Queen of Heaven and Earth. May God bless you for your generosity.